Ndị be anyị ekenere m unu. Asị m ka nke e chiri ya zelu. Asị m unu ụtụtụ ọma, ehihie ọma, mgbede ọma site n'ebe isi wee na-esore anyị n'ụbọchị nke taa na Eastern News 24. Anyị si na ọ ya dịrị onye ọbụla na mma ka bụ ndị na-esore anyị n'ilu akwụkwọ n'ihe anyị na-ebe dị iche iche. N'ụbọchị nke taa anyị si na ọ ya dịrị anyị Igbo na mma na anyị yarị ka echi na echi ede agwụ agwụ. Ife anyị na-akpọ ya bụ ife wetara n'ụbọchị nke taa bụ ife anyị na-akpọ ya bụ morning tea n'ilu akwụkwọ. Ihe a bụ gbasịta maka ya bụ ihe na-eme na obodo anyị nọ n'ime ya, ana gbasịta maka nwere onwe ndị Igbo na-azọ. Dịka o si dị, o nwere ihe Biafran Prime Minister kwuru n'ilu akwụkwọ nwetara unu ka unu ga-ya bụ ife, unu ga-esi ya bụ ife na tinye alụ nke unu ife unu chere gbasịta maka ihe ndị a niile o kwugasị n'ilu akwụkwọ dị iche iche n'ụbọchị nke taa na morning tea. Dịka ị na-ege ya bụ ife, dropkwara your own comment n'ilu akwụkwọ, ọ dịkwa nnukwu mkpa. All right, over to you, sir.
Due respect, this is not the time for us to contemplate on whether there is a solution for us to remain one or not. This issue of whether we are going to remain one is something that we cannot revisit again, because the agenda of the Nigeria state is not for developmental purposes, is not to help the people, the citizens of Nigeria, is not to bring any innovative ideas, is not to build infrastructure, to bring security, to build road, give hospital, schools. No. So it is only one agenda, which is the most important thing to them, is the Islamic agenda. And you will agree with me that since 1989, after what we call Abuja Declaration. What was Abuja Declaration? Abuja Declaration was the gathering of Islamic scholars, Islamic countries in Abuja, where the decision was made that the only thing they have to do is not to pursue development in any region within the Sahel region, but also to install all Muslims in different position and strategic position for the Islamization of that region. So that particular implementation of the Abuja 1989 Declaration is already 90%, if not 100. And that's why for the very first time in the history of Nigeria, you have a Muslim ticket. And people did not see anything wrong with that. In fact, before this Muslim ticket, a lot of people said it is not possible. It is not going to happen. Even the people who call themselves pastors and all those preachers, all those liars, they were saying that God told them it is not going to happen. If it happened, they say, make the thunder fire all of them, make fire burn them. They pray all those prayers, all those nonsense. It did not. It still happened. Muslim ticket. It is called the implementation of Abuja Declaration 1989. And I want people in Nigeria to go and read Abuja Declaration. They have altered those content, the content of the declaration, but everybody who knows it knows the content was to install Muslims in all strategic position for the Islamization of the entire region. So the Biafrans are resisting that because we understand that very well. So if you tell us, let us come down now so that it is everybody will be one, they will come harder on us in the next 10 years, and we don't want to go back there again. So what are we saying? We are saying that we need a country where there is going to be rule of law, justice, fairness, equity. We need a country where our women will go to hospital without paying money, doctor will attend to them. We want a country where our students will go to school and nobody will kidnap them. We want a country where we are going to have good road, transportation, good social amenity, and possibly provide social security for our people. It may also interest you that as a government in exile today, we have the strongest national identity card. As a government in exile, the only country that will compete with us today is South Africa. The security we have in our national ID card, and it is European standard. It will be unveiled and issued to applicant first time ever during our convention in Finland. That's how far, that's the kind of quality of life we want to give our people. Nigeria don't have it. No other country have it in Africa except South Africa. And we have contracted the best security company in Europe to do this. So we are laying example. We want a country where our citizens can travel visa free because we have what it takes. The Europeans need us more than we need them. America needs us more than we need them. So we need to have the kind of agreement where our citizens of Biafra can travel without anybody using telescope to look their passport. No, we want that our people will be respected in any point of entry in any part of the world. That is the kind of Nigeria can never provide that for you, and you know that. So thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Ikolola. Let's go to Christian. You're next.
Hello. Hello.
Greetings. Greetings.
Rudolph, can you hear me? All right. Thank you. I just missed one of your interview with him there. So anyway, I'm just curious to ask Simon Epa. One of the questions Rudolph asked you, what role you're going to play when Biafra comes. One, you said the role Biafra giving you, but you're already a prime minister, so you really need to Biafra to give you a role. But my question now is, if you declare this Biafra on December, how long will it take you to remove the barracks, Nigerian barracks, army barracks, and police barracks? And how do you install remove the political actors in the territory and fill them with the Biafran political actors? Given this team that you have missed so many instances, promises about the chiefs, the Biafran, you gave for 150 days in the past, it didn't come, and the release of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. In fact, most of the promises or all the instances you have given haven't worked in the past. So how do you think that, why would anyone seriously believe you that this one will work, or is this a public stunt?
All right, so let me address you. First of all, I did not make myself prime minister. So Biafrans voted me, and you need to be part of the movement to know whether I was voted in or not. But I'm telling you now that I was voted in as a Biafra prime minister, and so you cannot be outside and want to know what is happening within the circle of the Biafra agitation. That's number one. So, like I said, I will be serving Biafra people in whichever position they give me. So that particular statement stands. Another thing is that you ask, how am I going to remove the military barrack? I have said we are at a war of attrition. So I will advise you to go to Google or to any search engine and check what is the war of attrition. War of attrition is that we fight till the person that is tired will leave. And so after the declaration of the restoration of the independent state of Biafra on December 2nd, what we are going to do is to generate a document, a legal document. This legal document will comprise of the Biafra constitution. It will comprise of the announcement of the Biafra self-referendum. It will comprise of the assenting into international human rights laws, international human rights treaties, international human rights convention in accordance with the UN treaties. We are going to assent to these laws, to respect them, the laws that Nigeria have violated with impunity. So this assenting to these treaties will give us that particular part of the legal background and legal backing to continue to pursue a diplomatic and political, using the diplomatic and political approach for the recognition of Biafra as an independent state, providing an alternative to Nigeria. So this is what we are doing, and this takes time. It is not a rocket science. So you need to have patience with us. That as we are engaging Nigeria, delegitimizing them, they're going to get tired. At the end of the day, I'm only pitying those who is going to die, especially from the Nigeria side, in the name of defending Nigeria, because at the end of the day, they're going to invite us to talk on the table, to discuss the partition of Biafra and Nigeria. It is going to happen. So those who die for no reason are the one I'm going to pity, because Biafra will come one day and sit on the table. Everything you see happening today will end in a table. So what you have to ask yourself is that, is Nigeria a better option for you? That's the question. Do you enjoy Nigeria? Do you want this particular Islamic state that is happening today? Not
that I'm a proponent of Nigeria. The reason why I asked my question. Not that I'm a proponent of Nigeria.
Let me address one of the questions. You said about 150 days that all the promises I made, none of them has happened. There is no promise I have made that did not happen. Every promise I have made is targeted at achieving something. One is that before I started the 150 days countdown, it was to make sure I destabilized the Nigeria electoral system. Because many of you were saying that Obi is going to win. Obi, and I was telling you people that Obi was not fighting to become a president of Nigeria. Obi was only installed by the British Empire in order to destabilize the Biafra agitation, just like the kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That was the work of Obi. Today, are you going to be saying you are proud of Obi? Obi that is congratulating Gowon? If you are proud of him, then it means something is wrong with you. So now I'm telling you that the 150 days was targeted at destabilizing the election, which we did. We succeeded. Over 50 to 25 million people that registered, 20 million did not vote for Biafra. And so it is for the interest of the Biafra people that we counted 150 days. And you know that then everywhere was like, but of course many of you do not understand because you are not in the struggle. You think that after 150 days, I'm going to declare Biafra without a government structure? You think I'm going to declare Biafra without having our representative at the Washington, D.C.? Because the Biafra is not going to come from Nigeria. Biafra is coming from abroad. The people that will help us to restore our independence are not in Nigeria. They are not in Africa. They are here where I am. So why should I be coming there and why should I, so what I'm trying to say is that we need to put these structures in place, which was not there, and now it is here. We have all government structures. We have also de facto government, functioning de facto government. We have the Biafra database security. We have every institution of government today. So when you are talking with people, you present them to know how serious you are. They will listen to you. And that's why the United States, that's why the Department of State are listening to us, because they have seen how serious we are. They have seen that we have become more organized than every other Biafra, not only Biafra, every other independent movement in the world. Nobody has done what we have done today. If you have any country that have done what we have done today, and they got independent, at the end of the day, even though they got independent, tell me which country, from Bangladesh to Lithuania, to all those countries, tell me which country have actually laid the foundation the Biafra government have laid today. Nobody. We have done, better than any other country. And that's what it needs to be done, because Nigeria is a very complex state, and we know the Nigeria status in the global community. So it needed something sophisticated to be able to break through, and that's what we have done. That's why everybody is listening to us today. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Christian. Let me ask a question from the comment section. I do get questions from here. So this one says, do you as Prime Minister have a relationship with Nnamdi Kanu's family and lawyers?
People should understand, and they should know how to differentiate the Biafra movement from Nnamdi Kanu's family. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is an agitator like me, like every other person. He is a leader of indigenous people of Biafra. So the Biafra freedom is not tied to him, and it's not tied to his family. So did anybody know my family? Did anybody know Wazuke family? Did anybody know Ojukwu family? Ojukwu have family too. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be respected as a leader of indigenous people of Biafra. Only him that I am, my alliance or allegiance goes to him alone. My loyalty goes to him, not to any other person. It's not a family business. Biafra is a nation that everybody can fight to become one of the leaders of Biafra until Biafra comes. So people should stop this whole Nnamdi Kanu family, this one and that. No. He is my leader. I am his disciple. And under this particular movement, I say that if Nigeria refuse to release him, they will pay dearly for the kidnap, and they are paying today. That is what leads to what is happening today, and we are not going back.
Okay, one more question from the comments before we go to the people in here. This one says that the Tinubu government is known for sharing rice. Does this movement support the people in Biafra land with palliatives to ease the suffering?
We support palliative, but it is not all about palliative. Palliative cannot solve any problem. But sometimes we do palliative to help the people, but it is not, we are not basing this agitation or liberation based on palliative, no. And right. people have come to understand that they needed the freedom more than any palliative. You know what they used to tell you in Nigeria in the past is that, you cannot stand against, the government designed this whole system so that people cannot rise up against it. When you rise up, they say, you don't have money, you don't have food to eat. We have been able to defeat that. Who can believe that Biafra will lock their shops? Nobody will believe. But today, they are doing it because they have come to understand the importance of freedom, that they need freedom more than anything. So it is not about palliative, but whether we do palliative, yes, we do.
All right, Henry, you're next.
Yeah. Good evening, Mr. Rudolph, and good evening, Prime Minister Samuel
Good
Ekpa.
evening.
Yeah. Let me go first on this. From the beginning, I supported Nnamdi Kanu, even though I'm not a Biafra. I support this movement because it was before it was talking about one Nigeria. Then, before Nigeria turned against it, Nigeria was not favoring its people. Then it changed to be it changed to be changed to fight for Biafra. So it's unfortunate they went to kidnapping from Kenya. They bring it back to Nigeria. My problem is, do you believe? Do you believe some of those people in the Igbo not against Nnamdi Kanu still being in prison now? Because I see no reason why they keep him there, because there's no crime be committed. The government could not charge him to charge him to say this is your crime, prosecute him. They still put him there for how many years now? So what you don't think some of these Indian Igbo they are against him? You don't think this? And secondly, I will be not be happy when I see people, they force people, some videos I see to sit at home. Those people who are beating, or I don't know what, I will not use that word here. Those who are aggressive to these people don't close their shop in Biafra land. Is it proper like that? Is it by force to close your shop, or you have to be free? They should be free to choose what they want to do. Is it not wrong to force people to close their shop? That's my question.
All right. So nobody is forcing anybody to close shop in Biafra land. Biafra are closing their shop willingly. And if you can also share the video of them responding to Soludo, not just the video of Nigeria agent trying to blackmail what we're doing. Share the video of the Biafra business people, traders responding to Soludo. That is the video you should be addressing. Because there are many videos where people are telling Soludo, come and drag us out of our house now. Why are you not addressing that? That is the real Biafrans, not those that Nigeria hired in order to blackmail me, thinking that when they start beating people in the market, I'm going to run away. No, we know those games. You should be addressing when Biafrans are talking. Biafrans are those who were making video telling Soludo to come with a trailer of key to lock their shops. Those are Biafrans. They are sitting at home willingly because they understand the fight we're fighting. It's just like many of you understand the fight, but the only thing is that you are too livered to do what Biafrans are doing today. So when they are doing it, you are concerned. Why are you not worried about people that have been killed in other part of Nigeria? Why is Biafra more interested to you when people are not actually getting killed? Even if those who come to blackmail us by hitting people with a stick and all that, is that more cruel to the people that are getting killed in all over part of Nigeria? Why are you not worried about them? Or are they not Nigerians? There are people who gave birth to IDP camp in Benue State, and their children are 19 years old now, living inside IDP state, which means they have been living in IDP camp for more than 19 years. And there is no plan of them going back to their ancestral land. This should be your concern, not Biafra people sitting at home.
No, sorry, Rudolph, sorry. Rudolph, sorry, please.
Rudolph, you are not talking. We cannot hear you.
If you have had a chance to ask a question, please don't come back into the studio. We want to make room for other people. So I keep removing people who come back again. And also, please make it one question. We don't have a lot of time. I speak the truth, you're next.
Thank you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So, hello, Rudolph. Hello, Simon. Simon, it's a two-part question, but it's going to be in one. You've told us about your plan for 40 states, but what I think you haven't been clear about, and what you haven't really told us, is which states presently will encompass this new nation that you envision. Because while you said earlier on the show that it will be made up of a confederate group of states, will these states just be the 1967 Eastern region, like you referenced, or, like Nnamdi Kanu said, expand to places as far as Kogi and Ondo? Because if so, me playing devil's advocate, if I was a military strategist or a leader from the old Western region, and which you have admittedly said, this will end on the negotiation table, I will be antsy that you are not only on my border, in the event of a potential military skirmish, but that you will also control both sides of the River Niger. So, where exactly in the geographical space being disputed today will make up Biafra? Thank you.
Thank you very much. I don't know if you have been following the Biafra movement, but we have a defined map and we have a defined territory. So if you are confused about where is the Biafra territory today, I will urge you to visit the Biafra government website, where you have the current map of Biafra. That those maps were done by people, the indigenous people in those areas, not Simon Ekpa. So the people that made those maps are the people, the indigenous people of those lands. It is not by Simon Ekpa. So if you are disputing the map or you don't want to be part of Biafra, then you have a one vote. You have one vote to say, no, I don't want to be part of Biafra. And in a democratic system, it is always majority carries the vote. So like I said, and I have said to every other person, if you can bring somebody or a group of people or millions of people to outnumber 50 million so far, you win the vote.
Thank you. I speak the truth. Let's go to Man of Prestige.
Greeting everybody. I'm greeting to have you here, Simon Ekpa. Let me start with my statement to your question. I think it's an illusion for you to have this idea that Trump is going to come and liberate a Biafra. Trump is a neo-isolationist. He doesn't care about Africans. So let me just, I live in America, California to be precisely. You are just riding on an illusion. That's not going to happen from Trump. He doesn't care about Africa. So that's one. But whatever your ideology of trying to actualize Biafra, whether it's going to come to fruition or not, that's debatable. So I'm not here to contend on that. But my main focus is the mayhem you are causing to the Southeast. I mean, how are you going to actualize Biafra when you finish killing the Biafran people already? So what country are you going to have? That's my question.
You have not joined them. You have not been killed. So I think when you are gone, Biafra will come. And number one. Number two is that you are not part of a Trump team. You are not personal advisor to Trump. And I didn't say that Trump is going to give us Biafra. So don't come here and say something that is not right. Trump is the president of the United States. There are people that influences his foreign policies. These are the people I am engaging. The Department of State influences the Trump foreign policy. The Congress influences Trump policy. The CIA intelligence agencies influences foreign policy. These are the people I'm engaging. I'm not engaging Trump. Thank you.
Thank you, Man of Prestige. Let's go to Alwin Bond. I used to know your name. You changed your name.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, Dr. Damages.
How are you?
Good evening to you. My Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. Good evening to you.
Greetings.
And I would like to say, may God continue to bless you. I am the Okene of Biafra because my mom is from Aba State. She's an Angwa woman. I would like to ask you this, my Prime Minister. Are you the first Prime Minister to organize?
Dalolin Umife, Kunisi Venezuela in Idwapona Eastern is 24, no bossing Kataina Boya, morning tea. Una Nugunu Yabife, Bakoleoka, Yabife Maze, Simon Ekpa, Biafran Prime Minister or Biafran Public Government in exile. Adikosi Duna Fukosia Ada, Nirapo, Genkiwaliku, Bastamaka Yabifenda Nino Hugasi, Nidwapo, the teacher. Drop on the comment section below. Also, the Pocky be a bobbin and cabo bosses Guinness, so you like need Rapo. Or in a four yabi on your eye, Cabalo, like ya, Antono, or no notification. Share where code the Quendozo, Munai, the neighbor teacher. Daludin any woman again. Organadiranya, Onyendu Yapatana, Unum Boro, Kemesiano, Munim.